Hi YouTubers, it's Cassandra Ann, and this is the real me, and I'm gonna just talk and just tell you the truth about everything. So let's get started. So before I started social media, I was this bubbly person with a great personality. I wasn't a bad person before I started social media. I know I did some things that I shouldn't have, and I feel really guilty for it, but I'm a really cool person. Like, I like to go on vacations, I like to be bubbly, and I like to be who I am. I'm not one of these people who wants to be a bully or wants to be a bad person in life. I didn't grow up being that kind of person. And I just wish that y'all understand that this is the real me. I know I'm not perfect, and it sucks because I don't want to be that person that wants to be perfect. I want to be a person in my own way with my own personality. I know you guys don't like me. That's fine. But I have every right to be on YouTube like everyone else. I try to be a good person with a good heart. I try to do better. I'm trying the hardest as I can. I know I bring up, people on my live or just people because I'm upset because I feel like I'm getting betrayed and not getting the right respect I deserve and ignoring it. I'm trying my best to ignore it. I'm trying the best I can. Apologize for my hair is a mess. But this is the real me. I used to have friends. I used to not know what I wanted to do in life before I started social media. I didn't know if I wanted to come on social media and start a platform. When I was on YouTube a long time ago, I was this bubbly person who would just be funny and have fun and just do me. And I do apologize. My hair is a complete mess. And it's not nice to hurt people with disabilities, but I can't really judge anybody because I do have a disability myself. But I'm not no pageant. I'm not a singer. I'm not a dancer. This is who I am. I love to sing. I love to dance. I love to have fun and enjoy myself. My dream was to perform for thousands of people on like a platform or on stage one day because dancing is my dream. And like I was saying, I was a cheerleader in high school. I was a dancer in high school, and I did really get a scholarship to a dance school, but I gave it up because I just wanted to do different things in life. I didn't want to be a dancer all my life because dancing takes a lot of work. You have to put your effort into it to be a dancer. You can't just be a dancer, but that's what I really wanted to do. I did an audition for American's Got Talent back in 2017, around that time when Sharon Osbourne and I think his name's Howard Stern, and I was gonna perform for them, but they liked my video, but I gave up because I couldn't get to New York to audition in front of everybody, so I gave that up. I just want to be my own self. I'm not that person. I'm not a mean person. I'm really not. Why don't you get to know me before you judge me? If you get to know me, you will see that I'm a good person. I know there's a lot of beef going on online about he said, she said. So what? It's the internet, for God's sake. There's no need to keep covering me. There's no need to keep bothering me. Why can't we all just leave each other alone and just do our own thing, I was about to go to bed, but I was like, you know what? Let me come on here and explain the real me, I'm a laid back person. When I'm not even on social media, I love to go to the mall. I love to color, do puzzles, watch movies, enjoy my life. I lived in Maryland since 1985. I was born and raised in Sarasota, Florida. That's where I was born. And I grew up not a bad person. God is everything to me. I'm a good mom. I try to be. I know there's a lot of stuff online that you guys have seen in the past, but it's all over and done with. That stuff that you've seen, all those files and stuff from the courts and stuff, that's over and done with. That was dismissed back in 2015. It's 2023. There's nothing new. And I just don't, I don't want to explain everything about my life. You know, when I was with my daughter's father, he did some mean things. And I don't want to go in detail with it. And then I dated around a couple times in the past. You know, I dated guys here and there, but I wouldn't put my other guys on the internet because I didn't want to show them because we didn't last long. And then in the ending of 2000, no. So when I was with Kenny, at the end, I think it was the end of 2019, I got pregnant and had a miscarriage and lost a baby. And I had about 3 or 4 positives. And when I lost it, because I bleached my hair blonde in 2019, and I did some things that I shouldn't have. And when he told me he didn't want it no more, that's when I started bleeding. And I used to work at a pizza place, and I had so much stress. Yes, I do want a family, but right now I want to focus on me. You know, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm doing the best I can. God, my hair is a mess, y'all. You know, I know my name. I know I changed my name a lot on YouTube. I'm just trying to find who I am. And with my intellectual disability, you know, it's hard. When you have ADHD, Fragile X, ADD, borderline MR, when you have brain damage and memory loss and all these kind of disabilities, it's hard to, be yourself. It's really hard. I hate it, but you know what? God put me on this earth to be, a good person. I'm not a monster. The internet is different between real life and the internet. And in real life, I'm not a bad person. Once you get to know me, you will think twice about being mean to me. I'm not a bad person. I don't have a bad side of myself. I'm a really, really laid back, really funny person. I'm bubbly, I'm smart, I'm pretty, I'm intelligent. When I was growing up, I had a dog named Nico, and I would love to show you the picture of my dog, but I don't know where my book went, to be honest with you guys. It's on the bed somewhere, and I don't have my book, but I had a dog named Nico, and I had a cat named Jasmine. And if you don't know what Japanese chins are, my nana used to breed them a long time ago. My dream was to be a mother, and I got that dream, and I'm proud to be a mother. I love my daughter so much that it hurts. My daughter comes first, no matter what. I'm proud of her for growing up to be the young lady she is. She is phenomenal. She is bright. She's my diamond, and I love her so much, and I could change anything in the world. My daughter is my everything, and she's a great person. She has her own, disability, own issues, and it's really hard to be a mom, it's really hard. When she was born, my daughter, when I saw her for the first time, she was 8 pounds, I think it was 8 pounds, and she was born at 8:45 on December 14th, and her birthday's coming up, and she's gonna be 16. Oh my gosh. And I'm so proud of my daughter. She gets straight A's in school. She's a really good kid, and sometimes I like to talk about her on here when I'm not doing anything, but yeah. And I love my nieces and nephews. I'm a good aunt. They adore me so much, and I am so proud of my nieces and nephews growing up to be the young people they are, you know, the young ladies, young men's. And when I was growing up, I used to be in a special school. It was called Cedar Lane, and it was a special school for people like me. When I had the seizure, I thought I was gonna die that day. I thought my temperature was gonna rise really high, and I thought, okay, this is the end of my life. And I realized that they got the fever down, thank God. And then I went back in infant mode. And I really didn't know what I wanted to do in life. You know, I thought I could never walk again. When the doctor said your child might not be able to walk again, I thought to myself, what do I do? So I grew up, you know, drinking. I had to learn how to eat again, drink again. I had to learn how to do everything on my own again. Because when you have a seizure, and your fever is really high, it will make your brain start all over again. And that's what happened to me. And it sucks. And then my dad, who left me at 4 months, never wanted me. He didn't want more kids. He told me I was a mistake. And he never wanted more kids, like I said. And he never cared about me. When he had cancer, he lost all his teeth, and that's when I thought, okay, my dad's not going to talk to me, that's fine. But my real father, who is, I don't even know where he is. The last time I heard from one of my family members from his side of the family, I heard he had a stroke and he was in the wheelchair. And I love my dad. You know, I love my real father. But if my dad doesn't want to be there and support his daughter, that's fine. You know, when he found out I was pregnant with my daughter, he just lost it. He was very upset. And I was like, okay. So he was like on the phone with my mom. And my mom told him. And that's when I knew. I was like, okay, so he doesn't want to be part of my life anymore. And he didn't believe in disabilities. Like, my dad did not believe in, like, disabilities. He was like not having it. Like, he did not want me as his daughter. And I have 3 sisters. Okay, so my oldest sister, her name's Jenny. She lives in Tampa. I think she does. She's the oldest on my dad's side. I'm the baby on my dad's side. And then we have my younger sister, who has 4 kids, and then my older sister, who has 3 kids, and I have 1 kid. And then I remember when my sister told me that she didn't want to be part of my life anymore because she didn't believe in dating. When you are a person who believes in like Catholic, you have to, if you're like a Catholic person, they believe differently and what I believe in. I'm a Christian. And every time I pray every single night. And I ask God for forgiveness every single night. Oh, God, my foot's falling asleep. So, I'm not a bad person. I'm really not. I know I say it a lot. But you guys don't know me. You guys just feed off what you see on the internet, what you're finding. There's really nothing bad about me on the internet, to be honest. There's nothing you're going to find that's going to make you not want to be my friend. You're believing the haters. That's up to you. But being bullied online sucks, but there's nothing I can really do to stop it. I hate being bullied, but that's what comes with the internet, and I'm trying so hard to ignore it. And I remember getting bullied when I was in middle school. I didn't get bullied in elementary school because I was in special classes. But in middle school, people would call me names because of my glasses. And I remember I used to play the flute in middle school and high school. And the flute was really hard, so I gave it up because I didn't understand what the flute was all about. Sorry about that. I'm moving that away. I didn't know what the flute was all about. So I did dance, and I was a cheerleader. And if you haven't seen my cheerleading picture, it's on my post. And that's who I truly am. I'm a good, truly good person with a great heart. And online is different than being in real life. I'm a laid back person, and you don't have to like me if you don't want to, but you don't really know me to judge me And until you get to know me, you don't know me. You're just feeding off of what the haters are saying. And instead of feeding off on what they're saying, why don't you message me on Instagram? My Instagram's on my banner on my YouTube channel. Why don't you message me or send me a follow or message me an app and just get to know me first before you judge me. You know, I didn't come on social media to fight or to bully anybody or to hurt anybody. I came on here to do my content, to just enjoy life and be happy. That's what I really came on here for. You know, I'm trying to do cat videos, my videos, but I did not come on here to fight with anybody. But it's whatever. You know, everybody's saying this is who she truly is. That's not who I truly am. Before you slander somebody and call them out, and when you don't know the person, you're only feeding off of what they say. But instead of feeding off of what they say, why don't you come to me and say, hey, I would like to get to know you. I will tell you who I truly am. I have a lot of supporters, but I did some things that I shouldn't have online. I feel so terrible for that. But when I first started TikTok in 2019. No, I started TikTok in 2017. I had to get off TikTok because my grandmother was diagnosed with cancer and she passed away December 31st, 2017. It'll be 6 years that I haven't seen my grandmother. And when she died, my whole life broke into pieces. She was like a mother to me. My Nana raised me more than my mom did because my mom was working every single day. She didn't have time to raise me. So my Nana stepped in and raised me since I was a baby. And that's why I consider my Nana as my second mom. And losing her was like losing everything you could ask for in life. Like when I found out she passed away, I remember laying in my bed at my mom's house when I was living there. And I remember feeling this weird dream. And I knew something happened. So I woke up because I was scared. And the next day my mom walks in and I said, what's wrong? And she said, is Nana okay? She's like, no, she passed. And oh my God, I lost it. Like, if you could meet my grandmother, she would tell you how good a person I am. Like, my grandmother wouldn't take this crap. If she saw what you guys were doing to me online, she would be very disappointed in you guys. My grandmother never wanted to fight. She was a laid-back grandmother and the best grandma you could ask for. If my grandma says if you don't straight up in 2 years, then you're not a real person and you do not deserve to be a real person. Like, but if you guys want to continue to be like this, that's up to you. But I don't deserve this at all. You know, why don't you guys just leave me alone and move on? You know, I am 39 years old. I don't have time to waste my life to be on social media. I rather color, do a puzzle. I'd rather do things in life than be online. I'm only on here to do my vlogs, my videos, my unboxing videos, my beauty, and my, I understand you say Temu's bad, but I haven't had any issues with them. And Temu has done nothing wrong to me. So please stop with that. Like, I'm not stopping Temu. You know, I'm going to always be an influencer on Temu. And I just got picked to be an influencer for Box Lunch. So they're going to send me some more information in a few weeks. And I'm excited for that. Like I said, I applied for a job. I'm going to call them tomorrow to find out about my applications to see when I can go for an interview. And I'm excited. So, other than that, I grew up, in special classes. Because they used to teach me the picture cards, like when you're nonverbal. I was nonverbal until I was 6 years old. When I had the seizure, I stopped talking because I couldn't talk, walk, or eat or anything. They had to teach me how to walk, talk, and eat. I had to do therapy for 3 years right after my seizure, and I learned how to ride a bike when I was 7 years old. I learned how to do everything, and when I was about 10, I remember climbing a tree and I fell and I busted my head open. I thought I was dead. Thank God there was somebody who worked for those lawn things where they do the lawn and stuff. They came and rescued me, and thank God. If it wasn't for them to save my life, I probably would have been dead. And I remember them rushing to me to my house. My older sister, calls my mom up and says, we have an accident. The water was all bloody. I had about 10 stitches in my head because I fell on my head. And climbing a tree is not safe, and I should never have done it. I was playing with the neighbor when I was little, and I had a crush on him, and we were neighbors, and I thought he liked me, and I thought I liked him. So I forget his name, and I was climbing a tree because I thought we were playing around, and he had a squirt gun, and he was squirting me, and I was trying to get away from him, so I climbed the tree. Climbing a tree was dangerous, and I remember my 9th and 8th birthday party. I used to go to the bowling alley with my cousins when we were little. We would go to the bowling alley and bowl, and they used to live in Maryland, but they moved to Florida, and it was so cool. I got to spend the weekend with them at their house. We went to go bowling, and we had so much fun. And I remember doing the Special Olympics when I was about 18. I was 18 or 17 when I joined the Special Olympics, and I did swim and bowling. The duck pins, I don't know if you guys know what the duck pins are. I think they're different than bowling. And I remember doing swim, and I won ribbons when I went. I have pictures of me in swim in Special Olympics at my mom's house. I just don't feel like getting them out. If you really want to see me, I used to do competitions, and it was so cool. And I did baseball for Special Olympics. I was called the Rookies, in a special baseball. So I did some sports. I wanted to do soccer. Soccer was my favorite sport of all, but and then I was diagnosed with asthma after my daughter was born, because my daughter, when she was born, she almost died in my stomach because the cord was wrapped around her neck when she was in my stomach, and I guess my blood pressure went all the way down, and they don't know why, and they said, if we don't get her out now, you both are not going to survive. So they said I lost a lot of blood during my C-section, and they had to put me under a lot of medicine so my blood won't go down so much. So they gave me a lot of blood, and they said that my daughter was almost at the end of her life, and losing my daughter, I probably would have went insane. And I remember when they told me, you have a healthy daughter, 8 pounds and 6 ounces, I think she was. And I remember I couldn't feel my legs, because when you get the epidural, your legs go numb for like 3 hours, but holding my daughter was everything. I had major surgery. Thank God it was emergency C-section. Thank God my daughter's okay. She was a miracle child. I didn't even think I could ever have kids. The doctor told me because of my PTSD, it's hard for me to get pregnant because of my depression disorder. And I'm trying so hard. I want one more so badly. I want a boy, but I don't know. One day me and my fiance will have a kid together, but right now I want to focus on me and do my own content and be happy. I do deserve an apology from you guys. Also, I was really fun and bubbly when I was in school. I didn't think social media was going to make this all hard for me. I didn't think social media was going to be all this trouble for me to just get on. When I was on YouTube, I think I started in 2012. No, it was 3 years ago. I forget what year I started YouTube, to be honest with you, in 2012, and then took a break, and then I got back on, and I didn't have to deal with all this. I don't know why I don't know why everybody has to keep going with this. It's like Reddit and YouTube. Like, this is stupid. YouTube's not for all this drama. YouTube is mostly for, like, people to share their life and do their videos, but it's whatever, I guess. But this is the real me, and I'm not this kind of person to sit on here and enjoy the drama. I hate drama, but I don't know. it's up to you guys to be better. Other than that, I don't know what else to say. And then when I met my fiance, I'll tell you all the story. Okay. So back in 2020, it's when COVID started getting really bad around here. And we met online on Scout. And he gave me his number, and I thought it was a joke. I thought, okay, this guy is going to use me again like all the other guys. Gave me his number, and I was like, okay, let me call him. And we became friends for like a week or two. Then we would cam every night, text each other until we go to bed. We were like soulmates. And then he came over, and I was at Walmart when he called and said I'm on my way. And I was like, oh. When he came over and met Mitzi and Paris, it was so freaking cute. And my cat's being weird. So my fiance is a great guy. He's only upset because of this drama on YouTube. He's not a really bad person. He just doesn't like all the drama. And when we're not even online doing anything, we're great together. You know, I love my fiance dearly, and he loves me very much. And he does not hate me, and he's not using me for a place, because my fiance is the best thing that ever happened to me, just like my daughter. You know, he's a great father figure for my daughter. He's great with her. You know, we go to the mall, we go to the lake, we take pictures. You know, we walked around the lake. I did 2 miles, y'all. 2 miles at the lake, and I'm so proud of myself. And I'm going to start wearing my Apple Watch more and go take walks and stuff. We go to the park, we walk, but we did go trick-or-treating, and we had a great time. And nobody asked my age. Everybody that lived in my mom's neighborhood is still there, and they recognized me, but they didn't say anything. And it was fun. There was 4 neighborhoods I went to with him, and we got a bunch of candy. And my daughter went trick-or-treating, and we didn't meet up with her, but we said hi. And then we were at the same house she was, and she was like, hi, Mom. And I was like, hey. And I was like, did you guys have fun? And she's like, yeah. So after that, we finished up in Green Dory, went back to my mom's neighborhood, finished up, went back to my mom's. I handed out candy to the kids. And so the bigger kids and the adults came out after the little kids. The little kids came usually trick-or-treated till 7, and then we started at 7 after they were done. And we got a bunch of candy. And I asked my mom if you could get in trouble for trick-or-treating in our area. She said no. So we had so much fun, and I might go again. I don't know. I don't really care for sugar. Like, I'm not a sugar person, but when I get to go trick-or-treating and have fun with my fiance and enjoy life, that's our you know, and we look cute together. He is the best fiance ever. Want to say hi, Pear? To edit that out. I'm sorry. Get down, Pear. Come here. Say hello. Say hello. Wave your hi. Okay, so I'm going to put Paris down very gently. Good. Okay. I'll edit some of that out, but I just want to say, you all, message me on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram or TikTok. It's on my banner. Get to know me first before you judge me or books by its cover. This is Kat. My real name is not Cassandra, but my middle name is Ann, but my real name's not Cassandra. Everybody knows my real name, but I don't like going by my real name, and I would appreciate it if you guys just call me Cassandra and not my real name. I don't like my real name online. Well, this is the end of my video. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope everybody has a blessed day. Y'all have a great and safe rest of the week, and I'll talk to you later. Please don't forget to subscribe to join the Cassie fam. And make sure you turn on your notifications and your bell button. And if you want to shout out, leave a comment. Bye.